Hey guys, this is Clay with Texasknowhow again. Hey, today we got a real treat for you. We're going to be shooting a black powder rifle that my friend Jason brought over. And we're trying to get ready for the deer season here. It's a nice fall day. It's beautiful weather. We got a lot of leaves and stuff that are falling. This is my friend Jason.
Hey y'all.
He's going to walk us through what he's got here.
Okay, so I've got the Traditions Pursuit muzzleloader, 50 caliber muzzleloader. I bought the Traditions scope to go with it. Ended up buying the over the sight.
Oh, so you can see under.
So I can, yeah, the
Perfect.
yeah. So then I can use my open sights as well while I'm in a tree stand.
Perfect.
But then what we're gonna shoot
now that's
today.
all been coated in camo as well.
Yeah.
Everything there. Yeah. That's not you doing that. It was bought this way, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And then
What do you got for ammo?
So for ammo, what we're going to use is 245 grain, 50 caliber bullet. Right now, this isn't your mom and dad's old
ball, right?
Ball,
it's not just a ball. Yeah.
Right. And we don't need to get a powder keg or anything and try to. These are our pelletized.
Okay.
Gunpowder right here. Okay.
Now, what would you load for this grain of bullet?
We're gonna do two loads, which each load is 50 grains.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna do a 100 grain load.
Right.
With the bullet, and then we have new what they look like to me.
Primers.
The primers off of shotguns.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Right. That's all they
are.
A
large primer.
Right? They're a large primer. I think they call them the 209s.
Okay.
Yeah, the 209s.
Okay.
So then we're going.
So
to
every
load
time
that
you
up.
load, Jason, you're adding a primer to the back.
Yep.
You're loading. Well, we'll do it all here in a minute.
Yeah.
But you're going to load a primer.
Yep.
That's probably the last thing you do.
That's the
right?
last thing.
So
Yep.
you're safe.
Powder, bullet, then primer right before you're ready to shoot.
But there's no wadding or anything.
No, there's no wad you
Okay.
have to put into it.
Now, one more question on this bullet here. This look, it's almost like it's got a sabot on it.
It is. It's a saboted.
Okay.
And yeah.
So this is what we've got, and it's a hollow point once that comes apart, right?
Right. And you can take that off, right? And that
Okay.
will come off once it starts firing down.
Gotcha.
And then when it hits this green piece, it drives it down, and that's what makes the mushroom.
Gotcha.
Yep,
Okay.
exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
So we're ready to go.
Okay.
One of the things we want to show you guys is that we've set up. First of all, Jason has done a fundamental bore sight down this thing, looking down the barrel with his eye, and also looking through the scope with this thing kind of mounted still. And he's made sure that they're pointing at the same direction. But that's just a rough thing. We should be within a foot or so. So we're starting out at 25 yards. We got a little pad here we're going to lay down on. And if you look down the trail here, this is down towards our normal shooting range. We've got a target set up down there. So we're gonna put a traditional round target on it. We've got some of the. Let me grab these. It's called a splatter shot. Picked these up this weekend. So we're gonna use the splatter shots. This helps us to see the target when we hit it. It basically, this fluorescent color comes through that black or through that red whenever you hit. So we're gonna use these. I really love these. They're a little bit more pricey, but when you're sighting in a gun, it's so much worth it, so you can see where you're at without having to walk back and forth. Okay, one more thing. We've got our second camera set up down there at the target, so we'll be able to see these shots as they hit. So we're going to get set up, and we'll get right back to you. Right. And fix it. Perfect. So we're all set. Now that to me looks like it's a foot across, so hopefully we're right in there. And then what we've done is we just hooked our tape on here. This is a long construction tape. We're starting out at 25 yards. We're going to back it down to probably 50 and then 100 eventually. So we'll get started. All right. Now, how do we get this gun
So really,
set to shoot?
You notice I put a bipod on this, but I just put the bipod on it just to shoot, to sight in for
Okay.
the stability. I don't use it during hunting season.
Okay. That lightens up the gun and gets it out of your way. Okay.
So all muzzle loaders come with a ramrod, as most know.
Yep.
And what we're going to do, and I'm just using that. So
That actually does help kind of keep it there for you.
Yeah, it does. Okay, so now the nicer ramrods, they come with a little piece that unscrews here. And then what we do is we flip it around, screw it back on.
Okay.
That helps give us another couple of inches to get down the barrel when we're going to ram this in.
Okay.
Okay. So now the very first thing we want to do is I want to show you. There's a product called Wonder Lube. Okay. You want to always coat the barrel with Wonder Lube, and I did that right before we started filming. I coated this with a little bit, just one little patch in Wonder Lube, and that's going to help make that bullet slide down the barrel a lot easier.
Now, is your barrel rifled?
Yes.
Okay, so we're rifled. That's good. I figured it would be this modern technology, but
Yep. So for safety purposes, you always want to, before you ever try to load a muzzle loader, you always make sure it's empty.
Yes.
You don't want to stack on top of each other.
Makes
You're
sense.
gonna cause
You'd have a double
huge
load.
explosion. So
Yep,
the very
looks
first
good.
thing you're going to do, you're going to say, okay, it's empty. There's nothing in there.
yeah, I can see my truck through there.
Old blue over
Yep.
there. Okay, and then you just finger tight this. Nowadays, there used to be types that you had to wrench them off. You
Yeah.
finger tight it. After you shoot it a couple of times, it's a lot harder to get off.
Oh, it gets grummy.
Yeah, it gets all gummed up.
'Kay.
No primer in.
So it's almost like a breakdown single shot shotgun.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
Just like that's what it reminds me of.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so your vehicle is way too long. So what we're gonna have to do is do this.
That one's kind of lifted. We can get a table if you need one.
Well, it's all good. Okay, so I'm going to take 100 grains of powder.
You just drop them in.
Just drop them in. Okay.
They go all the way down. They don't.
Yep.
They're not.
That one won't. Those won't hang up. And then you get your bullet and you get it started with that Wonder Lube. That just pushes in no problem.
Okay.
All right.
Now, do you have to Wonder Lube it every time you shoot it?
I do.
Really?
You don't have to. You don't have to.
Okay.
But I do just because it makes it easier.
Okay.
So you just slides right down.
But if you were out hunting, you would not have to redope
no,
it.
I
Okay.
don't have time for that. I'm going to reload.
Okay.
Okay. And then I just give it one good push.
Okay.
Just like that. And that's done.
All right.
Okay? And again, when I'm in the field, once I get set in my stand, then I put the primer in. I don't put the primer in until then. So the gun's still in a very safe mode.
It makes sense.
Even when the primer's in, it has a safety mechanism no different than any other rifle.
Yeah.
Right?
Half cock. Yep.
Right.
To keep it from dropping and hitting. Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get a primer. I'm going to get it ready.
And we'll get set up.
Okay, just like so. And then I'm going
So
to get set
hot,
up here.
hot weapon. All right. Okay. All right. This is gonna be the first shot of a new gun
Brand new
with
gun.
just eyeballing bore sighting. We didn't even have a laser bore sight. Correct?
Correct, yeah.
I'm making sure everybody knows, because this is gonna be so dang accurate with the Jason eyeball that it's gonna be impressive.
The laser eye. I don't know about that. Okay, does everybody have their hearing plugs in?
Yeah, we gotta make sure about that.
Okay.
Holler down, ask Connor if he's got it.
Connor, okay, Connor, you clear?
You got your ears on?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna be ready.
We're ready.
So I'm about 8 inches low and 7 inches to the right.
That's really good, Jason. I could tell you've been doing this stuff before. So now, what are we going to do to the sights?
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I got to do a little math here, and at 25 yards, every one of these clicks is a 1/4 inch at 100 yards.
So what would it be
Okay.
at 50? Is that more?
So at 25,
It'd be less.
Yeah, it's gonna be less.
And we're, I would say maybe if it's a 1/4 inch in the eighth here,
Yep.
something,
Yep. Yeah, one click.
So you're going to need to go quite a few.
Yep.
Now, is there a mechanical adjustment that you would consider at this point? Or would you want to use all these dials?
I'd use all these dials.
Not
for
the
now.
mount.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I can get that much for sure.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna go. Six clicks up.
That's your up. Okay. And then left and right is the one on the side.
And then to the, I'm gonna go left.
What do you think? 3 clicks or so?
Yep. Oh, left. Okay, so this goes left I'm gonna go 4.
Okay. All
Okay,
right.
and then we're gonna reload this bad boy and try it again.
All right.
Like I was saying earlier, I just like to put a little bit of Wonder Lube on.
Yep.
It just takes a little bit.
Yep. Now the cool thing is you just use your ramrod.
Yep.
And you just go down. It'll come back out on there because it grips it.
And that's black powder for you.
Woo! And there was
One
quite a bit of
shot.
smoke.
Yeah, one shot.
There was quite a bit of smoke as well when you shot.
It is a messy, stinky process for sure.
Well, they make it out of backwater or something, don't they? In the Civil War, anyway.
Okay, guys, we're starting all over again. Now, the one thing though, they say you shouldn't shoot it more than about 6 times before you clean the entire gun, because it starts getting a lot of residue.
Okay.
But hopefully we'll get this dialed in pretty quick, then we can just shoot it for fun.
Yeah. So do you think when you start splitting hairs that you'll want to make sure you push that the same every time when you load it?
Yep.
Yeah.
There's accuracy in that big time.
Yep.
Yep.
That's how hard you compress that
Right.
the gunpowder load.
That's why regular smokeless rifles are so much better, because they're already
Everything's all
pre-done.
pre-done.
It's
Yep.
already pre-done.
Alrighty.
Okay, guys, we're gonna try this again.
Okay.
Alright.
Go ahead, Carl. I'll kind of be right here with you. You can get some shots of it. Everybody's got their ears on.
Everybody got their earplugs on?
Yep. Well, we moved in the right direction.
Yeah, not quite enough. Why is it?
Because we're a lot closer. But you know what? You're going to have to get this pretty much on, or when we get further out, it'll be worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do twice as many as I can. Okay.
All right, we're going to reload.
Let's try this. So I just wanted to take a real close look, make sure that my threads are still in good shape. We have some grease that we use for that as well, but you can see it gummed up pretty good.
So that
Like
primer is shooting a little shot of fire.
Yep, right through that pinhole right there.
Yep.
Okay, we're still in good shape there.
So I would ask Jason to load this gun, but while we're trying to get it sighted in, we want a very consistent load. So he's going to load it every time, exactly the same as he's been loading it. And then later on, maybe he'll let me load it up so we can shoot. Here goes our Wonder Lube. Wow. Look at that.
Takes a lot of solvent to get this thing cleaned up.
I
when
bet.
we're done for the day.
You and Ballastol are friends. Now when you're hunting with this, that's for sure a one-shot deal pretty much.
Yep.
I mean,
You've
you
got
miss-
one, you're one and done, just like the old single shot shotguns,
Yep.
right? That's what I started with bird hunting growing up,
Oh yeah.
was a single shot shotgun.
I think we all had a 410 or a 20 gauge that was a single shot.
Exactly. Okay, guys, let's get after this one more time here.
You go down with
Okay.
See if you can kind of get a view of him right over there, the way he holds everything. Fire in the hole.
Oh
You
my
went
goodness.
just high of the last one.
Yeah. I clicked it up a bunch and it didn't
I
work.
wonder if that was you pulling a little.
Yeah, it might, yeah. Holy smokes.
Man, that thing just sounds bad. Oh my goodness. It sounds like a cannon.
But I can't get it to lift up off of that edge down there.
I did that without earplugs and I stood back about, I don't know, 20 feet from him. So I was behind the muzzle blast and just kind of cringed a little bit getting ready for it. And that was loud. So we're not moving it too much, huh? It kind of went to the right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll keep adjusting it. Ooh. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Okay guys, one thing that we just moved the truck, we moved everything around. One thing to pay attention to is that did I load it or did I not load it? Now I could unscrew the breech, I could check it out, or just drop your ramrod down in there. You know that if your ramrod goes all the way, you don't have a load in there.
Ah.
And I'll show you here in a minute, once I load it, how you know that.
Okay,
So,
perfect. I was wondering how you'd kind of know. I mean, that makes sense. Just check the depth, right? It's very simple. Keep it simple.
Yeah, keep it simple.
Whoa, we're gonna go through all your ammo. I'm gonna owe you some ammo.
No, you're not. Okay. Your tailgate's much lower.
Yeah, it's lower now. Got it sitting downhill. Oh yeah, look at that.
If you have a load, what
You got
people
two
do is
powders.
They'll take their knife and they'll score it right here. They'll
Yeah.
score the ramrod. Then they know, okay, I've got a full load.
Absolutely.
Okay, guys, this is going to be the money maker right here.
All right, you're getting closer.
Okay, everybody clear? Everybody fire?
Ears are on, ready to go. Oh yes. Jason, you got a dial, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. We just walked it right up. Very good. We're going to cover that one up.
Nice.
Dang.
Green.
Did he hit it?
Did you hit right the bullseye?
I think he did.
Woo!
Dang. Nice.
Let's see the scope real quick, and I'll just
Nice shot, brother.
zoom it in. This thing shoots straight.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Good job, Connor.
Way to go, Connor.
That's cool.
Nice job.
Hey, he's a pretty good shot.
Oh yeah, because he blips a lot. Man,
It-
when you use little guns like 22s and stuff and you blip a lot, you get good at it.
Well, it's because of his dad.
Yeah. All right, guys. Now you've seen us shoot a black powder gun here on our property, but we wanted to explain something to you. When we started hitting way over here in these different ones, it was kind of throwing us because we had been walking this up, adjusting our scope towards the 0, and we actually hit 0. Then we moved the target back to 50 yards, and we thought, hey, we should be in there. And we started getting some wild shots. And what it was is Jason hit it right on the head when he said, you've got to clean these things, what, every 5 or?
Yeah, so, you know, I've only been using muzzleloader for about the last 3 or 4 years, and I always remember, they always said, you can only shoot it about 4 or 5, maybe even 6 times before you cleaned it. But if you notice, I'm like 10 shots in, and all I was doing was using the Wonder Lube to clean the barrel out. But I think the rifling got gummed up, and we started getting errant shots. And then we get Connor comes in here and just goes ahead and drills one right down the center pipe, right there in the bread basket. Good job, my man.
So there we go, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. I mean, we'll cut in all the shots, and you'll be able to see those firsthand from the other camera. But really appreciate you guys watching us on our channel. We've hit 1,500 subscribers, so I just want to thank everybody out there for subscribing to the channel. It really does help. I really appreciate your comments and the things that you say on there that help me to be better. So take care. This is Clay and Texas Know How.